Hey everyone, it's Lauren. Welcome to Lauren's Book Corner. I hope that you guys are all doing well today. In my last video, I showed you all my new Harlequin category romance books that I hauled from December and late November. And in this video, I'm going to show you all of the used books that I found at my local Salvation Army. I was so excited to find some at the thrift store because we have some like smaller thrift stores closer to us that don't often have the best book selections. They used to. There's one especially close to us that used to have a really good book selection, but they've kind of, I don't know if they just stopped carrying books or they just weren't selling. I don't know. I used to go there all the time, but we don't have like a ton close to us. So we did a little bit of a drive to a Salvation Army and they had a pretty good selection and I was really, really excited. So, excuse me, I'm going to get a sip of my drink. I get excited when I'm filming and then I think I get out of breath because I like start talking like crazy. Calm down, Lauren. Okay, here we go. So, I picked up a bunch of books. I don't know how many exactly. I think maybe 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 books, I think. I might be counting wrong. But what I really loved is that the books were all 99 cents each, which I thought was a really good deal because some thrift stores are marking books up like crazy prices these days. So I did get mostly category romance, but I did also find some older romance novels. Like, not some of them aren't super old, I don't think, but I'll show you. You'll see what I mean. So I found 2 historicals that are from the 90s. This one is by Lisa Bingham. I've never heard of this author before, but I liked the cover, and this one came out in, let's see, 1991. And I'm not going to go into what these are all about. Hopefully these will show up in future TBRs and review videos, and then I'll be able to get into more detail. Otherwise we'd be here forever. So yeah, that's what look at the cover. It's really pretty. And then I found this one by Elizabeth Ann Michaels, and it's called A Jewel So Rare. I love these old covers. And this one came out in 1992. So there's that one. And then you guys have already seen this if you watched my TBR video for January, but this is by Joanna Lindsey. I know she's a really pretty popular historical romance author, and this is Love Me Forever. And this is a Scottish romance, and I did already show this in my TBR video, but it has a really pretty step back. So yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm going to be reading this hopefully in January. Looking forward to that. And then this is an anthology that I just grabbed because it would give me kind of a taste of a bunch of different, I know, famous romance and historical romance authors. So this is called Forever Yours. And this book was only 99 cents and it's in really great condition. And it has a story by Barbara Delinsky, I think is how you say her name, Catherine Coulter, who I have heard of, and Linda Howard. And I think I've also heard of Linda Howard, but yeah. And this one, I don't know if there's a date. Let's see. So this one came out in 2001. They made this bind up, but the stories came out at different times. So the story by Barbara Delinsky is Threats and Promise, and that came out in 1986. Catherine Coulter's story is The Aristocrat, and that came out in 1986. And then Linda Howard, Her story is called Loving Evangeline, and that came out in 1994. And this is a Harlequin book. So, really looking forward to trying those out. And the rest of them are all category romance. So let's dive in. I was really excited because I did find some that had older covers, and that just like made my little heart happy. So I'll start off with the Love Inspired that I found. These are all from 2025, and they're like in basically new condition. So I was really excited to find these. The first one is in Amish, which I used to love reading Amish fiction. I haven't been like in a mood for it, but I've been kind of getting there again, like where I could feel like reading an Amish story. So maybe I'll have to participate in Amish in April. I think there is like a reading thing for that. But anyway, the Amish Nanny's Secret. And these are large print, which I was very excited for my eyeballs. That one looks really cute. I love the cover on this one. It's called Her Second Chance Christmas by Isabel Bruno. I don't think if I said, this is by Amy Lillard. This one's by Isabel Bruno. Look how pretty that cover is. I love that with the little white church. I think that's so pretty. And this one's so cute because it has a puppy on the cover. And it says, a faithful guardian, and this is Canine Companions, and I am a dog lover. We have a dog. My parents have dogs. My sister has dogs. We are a dog family. I love cats too. Do not get me wrong. We actually used to have 2 cats that lived, well, my cat lived to be like 13, and I was so sad when she passed, but I also love dogs. So Faithful Guardian, this is by Louise M. Gouge. I'm pretty sure I've heard of this author before. I'm going to have to look her up because I feel like I may have read something by her before. But look how cute he is with the fence. I think that's these covers are so pretty. Okay, and then I did find, these are not like in order. I'm trying to see if I have any more. Okay, I found a love-inspired suspense. This is Into the Deep by Sharon Dunn. And I love the like scenic cover. And this is large print too. I love when I can find large print. Just because look how much like easier it is to read. So looking forward to that one. I'm going to say that after every book. I found a Home on the Ranch. I don't know if this is a line that they still do. Like I said, I'm really new to the whole category romance, but this looked so cute. It's called The Texas Rancher's Vow by Kathy Gillian Thatcher. I found a Harlequin Famous First collection. This is by Joanne. Is it Joan or Joanne? I think it might be Joan Johnson, Fit to be Tied. And this one came out, I should have said with the other one. This came out in 1988. It just says copyright 1988. And it just says Famous First Collection. So I don't know what that means, but it looks interesting. And I didn't say this, but the Home on the Ranch, that came out in 2012. It doesn't have a number on it. Yeah, it doesn't have a number on it, so I don't really know if this is like, was just a random one. I don't know. I did find an older special edition because the newer ones don't look like this anymore. And this is when it was still under Silhouette. And this is a Thunder Canyon Christmas, and this one's by Rayanne Thane. So that's an author I recognize, and it's part of the Montana Mavericks series. Really cute with the ice skates. And this one, there's actually like wedding bands on the back too, which is really cute. This one's been loved, but I don't mind. And this one came out in 2010, so it's not that old, but the covers have just changed. I found a Harlequin romance large print. This is by Barbara Hannay, I think, and it's In the Heart of the Outback. It's really cute, and this came out in April of 07, and it's number 792. Okay. And then I found a Men Made in America, which I thought this was kind of cool. So I guess there's like a series of books they did with like a man from different states in the US. And I'm guessing this was part of the American romance line. Can anybody tell me if you collect these or if you've heard of this series? Because I thought this was really cool. And this is by Jennifer Green, and this is obviously the Arizona book. And it's just called Arizona Heat. So that's what it is. And this is, I think this is it's a silhouette book. And it came out in 1995. So there's that. And then I found some that look older, and this just made my heart happy, like I said. So the first one, this reminds me of like covers from like the Sweet Valley High or like the Babysitter Club type of books. But this is part of the Baby of the Month Club, and it's a silhouette, and it says, Do You Take This Child? And it's by Marie Farella. Look at the cover. And it says, the baby of the month for 5 moms to be, finding the perfect daddy is only a due date away. Yeah. Okay, I do have to read you the back on this one. It's going to make this video a little bit longer, but I just think it's funny. It says, expectant bride, Dr. Sheila Pollock was a mom to be and her due date had arrived, but there was no daddy, no husband in sight. One night with Slade Garrett had changed her life forever, and now 9 months later she was about to deliver their love child alone. But then the expectant dad burst through the emergency room doors proposing marriage, and somewhere between her huffs and puffs, Sheila managed to say I do. Could she hope that their nick-of-time nuptials would last forever? I just thought that was funny. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this. And this one actually came from Tupper Lake, New York library. So there's that. And then I found a Harlequin Intrigue that looks like this, and I've never seen them in this cover. So this is number 530, and this came out 1999, and it's called Cowboy Justice by Patricia Rosemore. So I'm excited to try that one out. It says on the back here, Harlequin celebrates 5 decades of romance. And then the last one, I have never seen one like this before, because this is kind of a little bit fantasy-ish, like paranormally-ish. I don't know how you would explain this. Like, do you remember in, I think it was the 90s, when the show Touched by an Angel was really, really popular? It was a cute show. It's definitely not biblically accurate, but this is called The Charmer by Leona Carr, and it's an intrigue, but it's part of the Avenging Angels line. And so it's about this family here, but this little girl is an angel, and she's like their guardian angel, I guess. So I've never heard of that, but there it is. I wonder if this was because of, I know that show was very popular. And this came out, does this not have a year on it? 96, and it's number 366. So okay, you guys, this video got kind of long, I'm sorry, but that is all of my haul for used Harlequin and category romance books. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below, do you collect any types of books? Do you collect category romance? Do you collect, you know, vintage books? Do you collect books? Do you like having physical books? I would love to know. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!